This is the third video, I think, and this is where the magic actually happens. This is the part where we get to target people. It's kind of standard. Uh, Wherever in the world that you are going to be using Facebook ads, this page will always stay to remain like this. This is the point where this is where marketers usually target people on Facebook advertising, and I'm going to be showing you that in a minute. Uh, so let us start with location targeting. Now, obviously, you want people who are living or working within the Nairobi area, right? Now, you can do this to a level of precision, quite frankly, because you can target people who actually live in those locations and don't necessarily are coming there to work, and they are commuting elsewhere and stuff like that. You can actually target people who actually live in that location, and that's what we want right now. And so we are going to be targeting people who live in, okay, let's say Kenya, of course. No, not whatever that is. Uh, this is our country over here. I'm going to just zoom in, and I'm going to be showing you the targeting options that Facebook allows you to have. Now, of course, you're around the CBD area, right? Now, let's say you wanted to target people who live in somewhere like the entire Nairobi area. You can drop a pin right over there. And now suddenly you have the entire radius of Nairobi within your reach. Now, whenever you put an ad, now if you have this kind of targeting, you're targeting people who live within the 10-mile radius of the Nairobi CBD area. And so Facebook will serve your ads to people who live within this range over here. Now, suddenly the entire city is actually within your disposal. And so if you don't want to go that targeted, if you don't not targeted, if you don't want to go that broad, you can actually narrow it down to like if you want to target people within a 1 mile radius or a 2 mile radius or a 5 mile radius, you can actually do that, or you can actually target people who live within certain areas of Nairobi instead of the Nairobi location or the entire Nairobi area. Let me do that one for a second over here. Let's say you want people who live in Pangani, isn't it? You want people who live in Pangani. Now, I'm going to be zooming in that way. This is, yeah, so you want people who live in a 1 mile radius of Pangani. You can actually reduce that to a 1 mile radius. And now, as you can see, if we remove this one for 10 mile radius, you can actually reach people targeted parklands instead of Pangani, but you get the idea. Let's drop a pin on Pangani. We can actually do that and get within a 1 mile radius of Pangani. So everybody within this area who lives in that area will be served your ads, and they're going to be seeing your ads. And now, according to the calculation of Facebook estimates that you have 53,000 people who actually live in this area that are going to be seeing your advertisement. Let's say you wanted to target people here, people who live in Kileleshwa, wherever. You can target people who live in Kilimani, Lavi, wherever you want. Actually, the entire city is within your reach. All right, you can target people within Kitishuru, whichever place that you want to target, or maybe you just want people who live within that CBD area, hapo hivyo katikati. You can actually do that. Now that's just about what you can do as far as location targeting is concerned. But what I wanted to show you is how much of selection that Facebook can allow you to have. Now let us assume that you wanted to target people who live within a 10-mile radius of the entire Nairobi area, right? Let's drop a pin over there, or let's say it's 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, 8 mile radius, right? Now you have a selection of 1.6 million people, right? And that's everybody within this city. And that's kind of what you don't want. So you can go and narrow down. Instead of getting everybody, you can target people who are within the age of 21 to age 50. Or you can target people between the age of 22 or 25 or 24 to the age of not the people who are in the age range of 24 to the age range of whichever 50, let's say 50. This is an entire this is as this is how you target age over here. So whoever sees your ad in this area is going to be a 24-year-old to a 50-year-old. Now, if you want to go narrower, you can do women only. Now, I did this one earlier, so it means that you are targeting everybody who lives in the Nairobi area, who is probably 24, between the ages of 24 and 50, who's probably a woman. Now, below that is something we call interest targeting, and here is where you target people who are interested in your services. So let's say your ideal client is interested in treatment like microblading. You can actually type that one, and Facebook is going to generate an audience of people that have interacted with such treatments, right? Microblading. Yeah, that one. Now look at this. We are targeting people who live in the Nairobi area, who are between the ages of 24 and 50, who are most probably going to be women, who are interested in your treatments. How targeted is that? Now it's just not to that level that you can target on any other platform except on a Facebook platform like this one. Now let's say it's you don't want you want more suggestions of people that can also be interested in your treatments. You can click suggestion over here, and Facebook gives you an entire buffet of options of people who are also likely to be interested in your treatment. Permanent makeup ndio hiyo hapo hivyo, eyebrows, these people are actually your targeted these people are your target client, ideal target clients. If you serve your ads and your offers to these people, they are most likely to respond, and they are most likely to actually take you up on your offer and come and take your treatments, right? Now, think about it. Everybody who's interested in something like eyelash, even if it's not necessarily a service that you're offering, but it's kind of a beauty type service like a facial or hydrofacial, whichever treatment that is within the aesthetics niche, they will still be interested in your types of treatments because they still lie within the same niche. Now, as you can see, you have an entire selection of people over here. Now, Facebook estimates that to be a 1.2 million person uh, population that you can target with your offers right at this moment and reach out to them, and you'll actually start getting clients quite consistently. Why? Because this 1.2 million is just not any other person. This person is actually within the age range that you want, they are the gender that you want, and they are interested in the interests that you are relevant in, right? And so this is very, very powerful, especially for aesthetics niche types of businesses. And let's say you wanted people who have, you can actually do something called narrowing down an audience, where you can target people who have, let's say they have purchased something online before, right? You can target people who are engaged shoppers. This is just one of the selection of targeting that you can do using Facebook ads. Now I'm going to be showing you what exactly this one means. So let's start from here. You've targeted people within the 10 miles of Nairobi who are most likely to be within the age of 24 and 50 who are women who are interested in your treatment, and on top of that, they have purchased something online within the past the past couple of weeks. A person who has purchased something online in the past couple of weeks. You have a selection of 217,000 people here who could actually be your perfect clients, who can actually start coming in as I would say, as immediately as possible, right? Now let me show you what you can do with something called a lookalike audience. Now let's assume that you actually sent out an ad to these individuals, these people, these 217,000 people who are actually are going to be your perfect clients. Now you can do something called a lookalike audience, where you come over, where is it? You come over here and you create a custom audience of people, a custom audience of people that have these types of characteristics, and Facebook finds all of the people that it can find that are interested in such treatments, and then you bundle them up and prepare a list of these people called a lookalike audience, and then you tell Facebook again to go out into the entire city and find people who who have the same set of attributes as I talked about. You can do lookalikes of your followers. Tell Facebook to analyze all your followers and find people who have the same characteristics with your followers. You can find people that are friends of your followers and target those people. You can target people that have been your customers before by uploading their emails and phone numbers of these people, because remember, when you signed up for Facebook, you uploaded your email and your phone number and your full name. Obviously, Facebook will know these people by matching the emails that they have with the emails that you're giving them. Right. So I hope that you saw what you can actually do with a Facebook ad right now. These 217,000 people, these people are actually your clients, and they are actually, I would say, they are quite ready to start receiving your offers right now, your ads, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit about that budget. Now, think about it. If you spend $8, that's eight, so in a day, you actually get to reach about 3,000 people. Think about it. Now, let's say you spend that $8 and you reach 3,000 people, 3,000, these 3,000 people out of 217,000 people who could actually be your best prospects, best potential clients, right? And let's say you just get one of them to take a microblading treatment. How would that sound, right? Just one person to take your treatment every day from this population of highly targeted individuals. That will be a very, very powerful money making machine for you. And well, I would say that it's kind of what is being used by businesses, mostly in the US, because here in Kenya it's not necessarily that developed, but the platform is still the same. Facebook is still the same powerful platform that can target your ideal users, because people have been on Facebook for years right now. Facebook knows them as if they were friends, and so Facebook can find you people who have that kind of that are most likely to become your clients. So in the next, I'm going to be proceeding with more information about this in the next slide, but I hope you saw what Facebook can do for you. So see you in the next slide.